Well, it's been a long time. I'm trying to think how long it's been since I've had just a real honored opportunity to talk to our next guest, but she's coming to Southern Oregon, and we are so excited about it. Amy Grant is coming to Southern Oregon. She's going to be out at the Brit festivals, and it's just going to be wonderful, coming up on July 21st, and theDove is happy to be one of the sponsors of that terrific evening with Amy Grant. Amy, nice to talk to you. It's been, I'm going to guess, over 20 years.
Wow. Time flies when you stay alive.
Yeah, well, welcome back to Southern Oregon. We're so excited that you've allowed Britt to put you on the schedule, and that you're making time to come to Southern Oregon. We're looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm thrilled. Thank you.
Well, listen, it's been quite a few years since you've gone in the studio and done an album, and you just now in the process, or have done it, called How Mercy Looks From Here. It's been a long time for you.
Well, it has been. It's been a long time since I've put out a full record, album with all new songs. But Perry, I've never stopped writing. I've never stopped recording. But just the last decade, it's been more sort of best of collection with 2 or 3 extra songs. So it was just so nice to have a window of time and creative energy, and to go back in and do something that I've really loved doing most of my life. So.
Well, you're very good at it. Of course, you started in Christian music. You did some pop music, very popular, won quite a few awards. Now you're back into some Christian songs again. What's ahead for you? Where do you feel like the Lord's leading you?
I don't know.
Get on the bus and see where it goes, huh?
Yes. I just sort of try to live the day I'm in, and I don't look that far down the road.
Where do you draw your inspiration from, Amy?
Oh my goodness, life, experiences, lessons learned, things that people say. I just kind of keep a running tally, a running list of ideas, and but there are a lot of things that I enjoy doing besides music, and so I think creativity comes from those things also.
I've heard that writing a song can come all of a sudden, or it's very painful.
Painful is a weird word. Slowly.
Slowly, okay, yeah. We'll go with slowly.
I always sort of liken it to fishing, which I'm not an avid fisherman, but I have had some really enjoyable fishing experiences. And it's like when you always have the hook baited, and then you cast into the still waters and wait. And you could be waiting for an idea or waiting for the next line. But to me, it's the challenge of how do you say the most with the fewest words and say something that is moving. Wow. There's so many bad songs, and I've written a lot of them. Or average, I should say. Average.
Oh, I don't know if there's any bad ones. Do you have a favorite by any chance? I mean, of all the songs you have written and produced and sung, do you have a favorite of all?
Well, when you before you stuck that on that I have done, what struck me was that songs are like the colors in a spectrum. Whether it's a classical piece that's triumphant, or a church hymn, or a blues song that says everything about the angst and longing that you feel, or whether it's a worship song. I mean, there's everything in there. A song for every mood and every experience. And so if I had to say the song that's probably been the most life-changing for me, that's found its way into almost every concert I've ever done, it would be the song El Shaddai. Now, if you're just raring to dance and drive with the windows down, that probably would not be the song you would choose.
It's interesting you say that, because we had an article on our news this morning that said over 90% of the people that drive and listen to music sing along with it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a neat picture.
There you go. Yeah. Well, you know what's been interesting from the very beginning of your career, there you were very simple with acoustic guitar singing, and today you've crossed over into pop, you're still doing Christian songs. Has it been difficult to be a Christian in and out of Christian music and over into the pop side and back and forth? Has that been a tough road, or has that just been natural?
You know, I never thought that way. I just, there are lovely, wonderful people, and there are kind of strange and and irregular, odd people everywhere you go. It might be at church, it might be at the pop radio station. You know, and so I just feel like, I mean, there were times that I've really felt way out of my comfort zone, but it didn't necessarily have to do with, it was just how a situation played out.
Wow.
It wasn't good or bad, it was just unfamiliar. And so, but that's what keeps life exciting, you know, is...
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
You know, your new title of your album, How Mercy Looks From Here, what do you mean by that? How did you come up with that?
That title just occurred to me a few years ago. And I remember I was on a stage, and it was at a women's conference, and I said, someday I'm going to write a song about how mercy looks from here, because I've listened to all of these stories. Different people got on the stage, and it was my job to sort of tie up all the loose ends with music. And I said, you know, whether it was a story of failure or triumph or sickness and healing or death and loss, whatever, it's like with every story, it was just a different angle on mercy. And that's the beautiful thing about mercy.
No question.
And so, and I eventually did write that song, but it came because I was just in awe of all these stories that I was hearing.
Is this new album a reflection of your life to date?
Say that one more time. I have somehow choked myself just sitting here. I'm not sure what I did. Did you say?
I'm just going to say your new album, How Mercy Looks From Here, is it kind of a reflection of your life so far?
Well, you know, every song on this record comes from a story, either a real conversation, an experience, something I observed, and so to me, it's even if the songs reveal something about me, the great thing about this record is it's not a record trying to say, please know me, Amy Grant, the artist. Well, I always laugh. You know, piano player, what's that note again? Me. But to me, it feels like this record that I made in my 50s, without even trying to, I've incorporated so many sort of living patterns that feel tried and true, and that's why it's been such a joy to promote. And promotion is a long, dusty trail. I mean, it is sleepless and a lot of time away from home. But I think about the day I gave my sisters a copy of the record, and my oldest sister, who I love so much, and she came and sat down at the foot of my bed, tears pouring down her face. And she's a joyful, wonderful, lovely person. And she said, Amy, I feel like you wrote the whole record just for me. Thank you.
Wow.
And I said, Kathy, I felt like I wrote it for all of us women, all of us people trying to live lives that are real and authentic, and to be whole and find the threads of redemption in the crazy mess of our lives, and remind ourselves that God loves us, and even though we keep trying to measure up every day, you know, all those things. And I've loved promoting this record, and so and I've laughed with, you know, the people I work with, saying, I feel like I've just been in the kitchen and I'm covered with tomato sauce and garlic, and I need a shower, and but I've laid out this banquet going, come eat.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm sure you're going to be sharing some of those with us when you come, coming up on July 21st, and we welcome you back to Southern Oregon, and so delighted that it was able to get on your schedule to be here, and I look forward to hearing from this new album.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're just going to make that auditorium feel like the living room. And
well, it's outside, and you're going to be in the woods.
The backyard.
It's going to be a backyard experience. You're going to love it. It's in the tall trees, and it is totally Oregon, and, hopefully you'll have some fresh salmon while you're here or something like that.
Oh, fantastic. I hope so, too.
Well, Amy, thank you so much. Blessings on you. We look forward to seeing you and hearing you coming up on July 21st at Britt.
Thank you so much.
All right, God bless you. See you soon. And again, to those listening and watching, by the way, theDove is one of the sponsors of that event. We are so anxious and proud to do that. And right now, you can go to the theDove Facebook page and click on Enter the Drawing at the theDove Facebook page. And we're giving away a pair of tickets, lawn tickets, so you can bring your blanket, your picnic, and sit on the lawn and enjoy Amy Grant at Britt on July 21st. So we'll be making that drawing on July 19th. But go to the theDove Facebook page right now, click on Enter the Drawing, and get your name in the hat, okay? We'll be right back.